do not belong here. Time for an expulsion.
Hallie. He just wants me to go downstairs and play with her, which isn't really an option right now.
You aren't even ready for this. I'm not too young to fight.
Like, Sword Eater would have been so good there. I mean, I did it yesterday. Did nothing but play with Holly.
Oh, you built this for me?
I have no idea what he says.
My call. Our rallying cry.
Medium-sized roar.
I know when I've lost.
Nefarian is slain. That makes sense. I always thought he said something nefarious. Rocket backpacks isn't the worst. Rocket backpacks is actually quite insane. How much have you been drooling, Holly? Rocket backpack borderline turns playmaker into a treasure itself. What's up? Yeah, you're gonna go over there and you're gonna bark. I know you. Hmm? I haven't gotten rocket backpacks for so long with Warrior. So long. They haven't changed. It depends on Dark. Like, it's been like at least 2 weeks since they last changed anything.
You aren't even ready for this.
It's just relative to when was the last time you played. Yeah, Playmaker summons a copy of itself. If it's the first minion you play. Oh, that's a little suboptimal.
The barons are ours. This one's mine. You're next. Chew on this.
The wails of these cowards.
Ever since it was originally 100% random, it never switched off of that.
I'm not too young to fight. Frost wolves.
So at some point you were given poor information. Well, special delivery is also very, very, very good for us. And then goggles is okay. Double battle cry is pretty mediocre. But yeah, special delivery and Disc of Legends is both 12-1 decks. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I thought he drew a frost spell. I would have played this instead. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, he played that. There'll be 3 minions on the board. So that's my bad. Well, I mean, this is gonna cost the same amount as the 5/4 most of the time. And it is 1 more health. And it can't even cost less. I've always been a fast player.
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
I forgot about the 2 beasts. That's my fault again. I could have guaranteed the 5 damage to go face. And we have one of the ugliest cards in the game. As a crappy 1/1 on our board. I said one of, not the ugliest card.
Your bones will be added to the pile.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Rise up, children of the Horde. You're next. You're next.
He didn't get to it. He didn't get to fulfill his purpose. How sad. I was just hoping for armor. I didn't even think about killing him. Alright, well we can take this and maybe we'll get Disc of Legends. What do you guys like here? Ysera is worthless. N'Zoth is fine, Fishy Flyer is fine. One trick, a really good timing attack.
Rattlegore versus Rattlegore.
Is Bane Bust even that good? Honorable macro player. You strike me as a cannon rusher. But yeah, I was never a macro player when I played. I would have like a Swiss Army knife of timing attacks. And I could make them look like they were each other so that they would But yeah, basically once I played someone 3 times, they would beat me every time. But I would destroy them before that point.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed.
No, it actually works like that. If you have... It works on every card in your hand. Oh, no. This is all StarCraft 2. I don't even... StarCraft 1 is Brood War. And StarCraft 2 is StarCraft. You have to limit the syllables. At least that's how I look at it.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
Holly? I should let her out again after this game. I'll let you go poop after this game. But if you sit down again out there...
Breaking story.
How am I ever gonna play 2 cards in a turn? No, I took a break and I let her out. We went, well, I didn't take her on a walk this morning before I went to sleep because it was raining. And then, and they like recovered the bike paths around the house when I normally take her out, so we couldn't really go on a good walk. Kind of stuff.
I'm not too young to fight.
But what else would she do? I mean, we don't walk very far, and we don't walk very quickly. Yeah, we basically just go around the block. That's a good description of where we go. I don't think I've had a mech die. We do basically just go around the block. But sometimes I've been trying to get her to go further a little bit. Also, we don't know her exact age. It was estimated from her teeth from a vet because we got her from a shelter. Almost, Holly. Imagine playing Bomb Warrior. He basically needs to just, like, all in and pray I draw 4 bombs.
I can take the hit.
It's you. I'm not dropping frames at the moment. Okay, I will be honest. The amount of bombs that I've drawn is quite concerning. And the fact I need this dead.
Aren't even ready for this.
2 bombs. Half my deck is bombs. Okay. Oh, we win! Not because this has 6 attack, but because we get a copy that upset. Play 12 dragons. Okay, and yeah, you just take special delivery. Easy. So the first minion we play each turn gets doubled. Take him in. I don't know if Mercenaries is coming out this expansion. So they... yeah. I feel like part of it is people higher up wanted Mercenaries to come out sooner. But it was just not possible. That's the sense I got. Hey, Misty Warris.
Yeah, Patty.
Thank you so much for the 3 months of Twitch. I'm glad you still enjoy. Thank you so much for the support. How are you doing? Yeah, it's fine for them to take longer. The only issue I have is that it's okay for it to come out later. Just say when it's gonna come out and then release it then, rather than having this year timeline and constantly changing it and push it back like 8 months. That's what I find kind of annoying.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be obeyed. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be obeyed. A spectacular show.
Job done.
Breaking story.
Well, so it's like they're trying to create their own lore, I believe. Like all of the characters are made up, right? Like Rikara, or is Rikara in WoW? Are all the mercenaries in WoW, or were they made up for Hearthstone? Yeah, made up for Hearthstone. Okay, all WoW characters are made up. Okay, but like, it's different Hearthstone making them versus they recreate them based on WoW lore. No WoW characters are real. Okay, you... are taking things a little bit too seriously, sir.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
That's your cue. Get out there.
But yeah, so I mean, that's the idea though, is they're trying to create these characters. And I believe that those characters are going to be used in Mercenaries, and those characters are also going to be used in Duels, I believe, that they're going to add them there. Why kill the O2 instead of the 2-1? Because I felt like it. I don't really have a great reason. So, because Grom now has Rush, you get this free... Okay, I actually could have hit that in too, but... It's pretty cool, because you get a summons copy that's already enraged. But you have to have rocket backpacks in order for it to work like that. Yep, it has charge and rush. Battle Rage is probably pretty good. You guys bet a little bit too heavily on yes, I believe.
How can I kill what's already dead?
Wait, Rafam, I don't understand your question. Why you are... Oh, you're asking why I'm surprised. Well, it's just a lot of points. I don't know, 90%, like, betting on me to not get screwed over, I don't know. It's more of the fact that chat, I always feel that chat overbelieves in me. And I think it's Yeah, no Dr. Stein. Probably sleeping at a reasonable hour today. You shouldn't ever be smoking anyway, it's so bad for you. I just know he's somewhere in Europe. I don't actually know what his time zone is. Elise the Trailblazer. Can we get an Unguro pack?
Can they survive a real death?
Aloof Neladar. Aloof Neladar.
It is my dog in the profile picture. Yeah, no, this definitely feels more dungeon runny, I would say, than a lot of the combos. It's nice. Yeah, the voice line is definitely different on Corrupted.
It's perfectly
One of them he says no more tickets. I'm not sure what the other one is. Corrupted, I think, says no more tickets. I don't know what the first one says. I may have just said the exact same words twice. How does this only have 1 health? Genji, thanks for following.
running out of time.
Does anyone know, will both Barons go off if one of them is at 1 health? Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you. Okay, good. Oh, I was so confused. I was sure that this was Demonizer, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Having the same art for 2 cards is not good.
is my currency.
Fuck.
No one rhymed this rusty with me.
I dream in the world turns. I dream in the world turns.
I should have killed the lifesteal guy with this one. Yeah, no, that made sense. This trade should have happened. It was because I had a plan at one point, but then I changed my mind. God, he's gonna heal so much.
That's your cue. Get out there. That's your cue. Get out there.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time. Not a long time. Not a long time.
Rest.
God, he's back at 30. He only healed 3 extra because of my misplay at most. If you wanted to call it a misplay.
Do not confine yourself to linear thinking.
How many of those cards does he have? I mean, he's gonna... He definitely has at least one prime in his hand.
A waste of time. A waste of time.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time. Not a long time. Not a long time. Here for a good time. Here for a good time. Not a long time.
Oh my god, there was lethal and I missed it.
Here for a good time. Not a long time. For a good time.
I didn't... I missed it, okay? It happens. It happens. See? Shkenny missed it too. concede for my mistake. I mean, there's a gamble on the line, so I can't do that. I think that clear was impressive.
Sangomar strains, the reservoir remains. Running out of time.
It depends. If you're on phone, the delay is more. That just happened.
Accustomed to the smell.
And that happened.
I'll show you who's boss. I'll show you who's boss.
There's no way there's a guaranteed lethal here. That's not guaranteed. I'm just gonna play it. How? Okay, you guys need to explain to me how that was guaranteed lethal. Someone explain. KYS. Explain how there was guaranteed lethal. Because my play I just made was significantly worse because you guys were claiming that there was. Why? Rocket Backpack only affects the first minion you play each turn, Rafam. I already played a minion.
It's perfectly fine.
Taste my blade. Taste my
We will see. Who wants to put their life on the line that there was a lethal? Does anybody... I will go back and I will bring up the VOD if anyone wants to put their life on the line. Okay, Rafam's gonna go down with the ship. Okay. Okay, there was lethal. There was lethal. Or found it.
Rattlegore versus Rattlegore.
So what it was you Nightmare Skipper, you trade them both in to kill the 6/6 taunt. You send the Laughing Sister face, and then you play the 5/6 and hero power it. So it kills the minion, which I think it was a 4/3. I'm not sure though. Oh, it was the Lady Vash, yeah. Although, who says it like that? The J is the most important sound for Lady Badge. Spectacular show.
Let me work my magic.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed.
I'm not scared about Ooze. I just want to get 2 crushes to die, and then I summon them both back. So I get 8 armor here. And then this gives me 16 armor. Assuming once they're both dead. Not a moment before. The Lord of Turtling. Imagine clearing off these 2 turtles, being like, okay, we got the board back. Now, it's like, let's go from here. Medium-sized roar. Look at all that juicy armor. Q08, thanks for following. Glad you enjoy. I mean, I might not have the board, but I have 20 more health. It's because Bomb Warrior is popular. Like, if you looked at Bomb Warrior stats, then yeah. No! Ironic, that would have been amazing for her.
Here for a good time, not a long time. Not a long time.
I'll be right back.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
No, he got crushed. It's tough.
You aren't even ready for this.
Rush the enemy! Rush the enemy! Defend your rush the enemy! Defend your rush!
I'm trying to get to the N'Zoths in my deck. Okay, we got them both.
The Barons are ours!
Well, concede. I don't think it's that Ganon comes back. I just always thought that every Zelda game was in a set. It's like a multiverse, and everyone is completely separate from the previous one. Like, even Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time are like 2 separate timelines. And those games were built on the exact same engine.
Ultimate Phantom! Taste my blade. Taste my
I
blade.
found it, chat. Chaos Snake Stain still one off. I found the lethal. Summon copies of your damaged minions. I mean, this is alright. These are pretty bad. I mean, all the cards are not great, but whatever.
Rattlegore versus Willow.
How can I kill what's already dead?
No, what's the name of the village called where like Saria is? And all of those other little children that never grow up.
Job's done.
I want to play Majora's Mask. I really hope they, at some point, make Majora's Mask playable on the Switch, because I never played it when I was younger. I actually have a Nintendo 64 set up, but I don't really want to pay that as much as you need to for a Majora's Mask cartridge. I mean, when you get 6 mana for free turn 1, it tends to be a high roll, but...
I'm not too young to fight. I'm not too young to fight. I'm not too young to fight. Frost wolves.
Come on! I have to kill this.
Frost wolves.
Girl, that's annoying. She'd only have 1 minion. I mean, that's not true. But I hit at 20%. Wouldn't the first Zelda game, chronologically speaking, be Link's Awakening? Or is that not true? Right there. Aww. I mean, wait. What were the bombs? Okay, I did get a 4 at least.
Honor guide, for the tribes of my ancestors.
Yeah, I just always consider the games to be completely separate. Like Final Fantasy games, but with the same character, so. I enjoy them all. Well, I mean, I haven't played a lot of them, because I never owned a Wii or a Wii U. So I haven't played a lot of them. I'm probably gonna want to play N'Zoth. Actually, just screw it. After a friendly minion with taunt dies, summon a new copy without taunt. That seems pretty good. Although it won't have rush, so I only get one. Something that I thought was always amazing. I thought it was so funny when I was playing Ocarina of Time one time. I was replaying it, and my nephew only knew Link from Smash Brothers, so he would call the game Link. Like, are you playing Link? Or whatever. And I just thought that that was so funny, because it makes so much more sense for the game to be called Link, but no.
For the tribes, a necessary death. My fire be burned. My fire be burned. Insert. Die. Insert.
I hope that Breath of the Wild 2 will have items, though. Like, why can't they bring back the hook shot? I mean, even if we failed, our board was pretty formidable, and he was gonna be at, like, 7.
Rattlegore versus Fireheart.
You do not belong here. Time for an expulsion.
Job done.
The calm before the storm.
That's your cue. Get out there. That's your cue. Get out there.
Honestly, I think Breath of the Wild is overrated. I don't know. Okay, actually, with Ringmaster here, I think I need to wait. Like, I enjoy playing it, but it was fun, and I enjoyed it. But there are so many things that I don't like about it. Like, in every other Zelda game, I would remember so much about every single boss, and I did not feel that way about Breath of the Wild. Like, I couldn't tell you the attack, like, the bosses were so much less, iconic, the dungeons were not as iconic. The dungeons were fun, but they needed more of them. Like, I don't know, it was so cool having, like, a forest temple and a water temple. I enjoyed water temple. I didn't beat it when I was younger, but when I was older, I enjoyed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be obeyed. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be obeyed.
I don't know, I'm probably gonna get Skyward Sword. So, that being said, I really enjoyed playing it, but it also, I feel like there were a lot of failings in the game. Okay, well, comparing it to other Zelda games, I don't think it was as good. I guess I can just say that then. Yeah, all Zelda games are different, but this is like different in no other Zelda game do your items break. Okay, something's playable. Oh, that's really good. But I want this to get doubled. Oh my god, I want all these to get doubled. I guess I can just play this. This doesn't matter at all. Well, I mean, like I said, I skipped a lot of them, but like I played the Game Boy games.
Nice to meet you.
No one tried this rusty but me! No one tried this rusty but me! Get off my track! Get off my track! Who returns?
Have I played any spells? Oh, I think I played, no, I didn't. That was last turn. I played one spell. Or last game.
The rust returns! Ooh, that's bad.
King Mosh is fun.
No longer a prince.
I mean, it's kind of I can't talk about something I know nothing about.
Ooh, that's bad.
No. Never been a Dark Souls fan. Although it's partially just because I've never played a game of it.
Mushroom power!
I mean, he has to kill this. Yeah, this looks like a lot more than lethal on board. Wait, oh, also, I don't think that there were enough different types of enemies in Breath of the Wild. Is another thing I didn't like. $5 for 3 days, so I played the crap out of it. And I'd never, like, inverted controls were the only controls, and I'd never done that before. So I played it so much. And then I finally got a hang of it, and it just, every game since then. My camera controls are just all over the place. Yeah, most games have an inverted option, but like, so like in third person, my instinct is different from first person, but like, it doesn't have two separate options.
Hit.
Wait, what? What? Because it's from his deck, I don't get a copy? What the fuck is that? face with this.
Something need doing?
I can take the hit.
I'm not too young to fight. I'm not too young to
Race
fight.
for impact.
Frost wolves. Frost wolves.
Work. My blade seeks vengeance.
Interesting. Bad, but interesting. Did he quit? Oh. That was pretty upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. When I didn't get the 5-1. That kind of stuff can cost you a game. That was one of the shortest queues. I don't know. Our deck is kind of can be if we don't have a lot of early game, so it's very possible for us to like run out of steam really quickly. Yeah, exactly. We can't cheat out, man. Well, we kind of cheat out mana, but it's different.
Please help me find
You aren't even ready. You aren't even ready for this. Win it! Win it!
a deity in iron.
We're gonna draw him a bunch of cards here. But we get pretty buff. Look at this hand.
Nefarian is slain. Nefarian is slain. Rallying cry. Rallying cry.
Hey, we mill him a card after drawing him 4 buffed minions. Mutanus. Oh, that was one thing I didn't like. It was like I didn't even pay attention to the bosses and what they did because I would just run up and hit them and then pause and heal,
Time for an expulsion.
which is not something I enjoy. Okay, but like you're limited in how many you have typically at brew. Whereas you basically just have infinite in Breath of the Wild. I wouldn't say it's harsh bottle management, but like there is definitely bottle management. Whereas Breath of the Wild was just like infinite resource space.
This is not what we stood for.
So, and like even saying all this, I still enjoy playing it. I just, these were all flaws that I found with it. Because, like, I mean, I love almost all Zelda games. But it's like, those are the reasons why I'm like, I don't understand why it's as beloved as it is. Because I don't think it's the best Zelda game. Also, Nintendo has a newer philosophy where the games are more catered to casual players, like Paper Mario and stuff, where like, yeah.
I know when I've lost.
They need to make it so make it so games can be challenging without just making it so the enemies have like an absurd amount of health and you have to run around with long range weapons. Which seems like the only difficulty increase that they can do. But, you know, God of War I would definitely recommend.
Rattlegore versus Rattlegore.
Oh yeah, no, Heber, that's what made me change the difficulty, was that fight that you're describing, I think. Or there was like it might have been a fight just after that as well.
Job's done.
But the Valkyrie fights were a lot of fun in that game. I enjoyed those. I wasn't able to beat the final Valkyrie. Because then I gave up. Oh man. We're going for 12-0 here. I'm gonna hold off.
This place is scary.
Do I play something? Oh, come on. Play a minion, play a minion, play a minion. If he plays a minion, we win. Most likely. God. He did it, chat. He played a minion. The fool. Imagine playing. Oh, that's a mistake. This takes 1 extra damage. But, like, I also Googled how to win the Valkyrie fights. To, like, see the move sets.
Our rallying cry.
Do I care about burning a card?
You aren't even ready for this. You aren't even ready for this. You aren't even ready for this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still haven't played Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I wanted. Oh my gosh. What? That's your turn? That's your turn? Wait, do I don't think I have lethal, right? So 24 plus 20. I don't know about this play. Oh, it was lethal. I miscounted. I miscounted! I thought I was too off. Sweet! If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure you like, subscribe. That's actually my first 12-0 with Warrior, I think. Although maybe not, because I don't see anything on the bottom of the screen. We'll see. But yeah, please be sure you like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you join the Discord for deck lists. And check me out every day on twitch.tv/TeamAmerica. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.